welcome to the Peanut Gallery. I am doing something a little more weird than normal tonight. Let's give it another minute and call her at exactly 7:40 because I am that person. Hi, how are you?
Trying to figure this thing out real quick.
Oh, me too. I spent like half the day playing with it, trying to figure out how I was going to do this.
Most of the day just cussing out my work computer, so I know what you mean.
Yeah. That is awesome. So, what do you do again?
I'm an insurance agent.
I'm sorry. Like,
It's not
seriously.
actually that bad. I enjoy it.
Well, that's good. Do what you do what you enjoy at least. I love your shirt.
Right.
I love
Huh?
your shirt.
Oh, thank you. I figured you would. I was printing out of my work uniform because I'm like, I'm pretty sure she won't want to have Allstate branded all over this.
It's not preferable, but it is what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, if I'm gonna brand shine, it might as well be okay.
Oh yeah, that's so much better than insurance. Okay.
Right. Get a quote. Get disappointed. I don't know.
Yeah, let's not get disappointed in here. So I am recording this. You can't see it, but I've got a big old camera back behind me.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Is
this is fun.
everything awesome? Is everything kind of lining up, lighting and everything? Because from what I'm able to see, it looks halfway decent, but I didn't know if it was coming through on yours.
Yep, it looks good on my camera that's behind me, so I'm gonna go with that.
Works for me.
Yeah.
And then as long as my husband doesn't make an awkward entrance, we should be good.
As long as he's not naked, I can deal with awkward entrances.
Let's hope not, because then I'm gonna have a lot of questions because he's coming in the door from work.
Yeah, that would be really weird because I don't think that he's a male stripper.
Not that I'm aware of, and even
Okay.
if he
'Cause-
was, they'd have to give him money to put his clothes back on. He's a really bad dancer. I don't know who said that.
this is her husband that she's talking about. Okay. So,
Well,
hi.
we've been together. We've been married almost 5 years, and then we've been together for 10 years. So at this point, there are pretty much no secrets. So if he
Yeah.
can manage to surprise me, that would be awesome.
Well, maybe he is a male stripper then. But I think they probably put their clothes back on when they're done before they
Let's
leave.
hope. But he is awful
Yeah.
lazy.
If you say so. Okay. So I am doing a podcast tonight. The podcast itself is called The Peanut Gallery. I comment and chirp in on a bunch of stuff that I probably shouldn't, but it's fun, so I do it anyway.
Well, that's the point.
Yeah, that's why I call it The Peanut Gallery. But tonight, I want to talk about you and your belly dancing, because I absolutely love that. It's one of the best things ever, is just knowing that I have a friend that's a belly dancer. Because it's,
And I'm happy that you're letting me do this. So thank you so much.
oh, it's not a problem. I was like, she commented, I'm making her do this.
I figured as much, and when I seen that, I'm like, I know my name's gonna come up somewhere. Let's
Yes, it's
jump
like,
right into it.
it's like I would love to have a belly dancer on here because people, I'm sure, just like completely misunderstand, miscomprehend, just whatever they can to not actually understand what it is that belly dancing is or what belly dancers do. Because I'm sure that some of them are, oh, belly dancing, that same thing as stripping. Nope,
Uh huh.
nope,
Oh yes.
it is not the same thing. So let's clear
Yes.
up any misconceptions right now. It's not the same thing.
Exactly. No, it's funny because there's so many styles. I like to compare it to ballet or Latin dance in a way. because there's so many different structures. You could put a broad blanket over belly dance, the same as you could Latin dance.
Mm-hmm.
But when you break it down, there's so much more to it. So, like with Latin dance, you have samba, you have bachata, you have tango, you have flamenco, all of those, which are so dynamically different,
Extremely
but
different.
they're all in the same blanket. And belly dance is the same way. I've learned just over the 3 years that I've been doing it, it will actually be, I think, February 20 ish was my 3rd year anniversary
Oh,
of
wow.
dancing.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And the one thing that I've noticed is interacting with dancers of all ages, all walks of life, all professions. I've met international pros such as ladies like the
Nice.
lovely Zoe Diggs, um, Irina Ankylenko. I've had the pleasure and the privilege to actually train under them for workshops.
Very nice.
And one thing that I've noticed is belly dance is so unique that you just can't fit it under one blanket. You have tribal style, ATS, which stands for American Tribal Style, which is
Nice.
different. You have um, rocks, which is spelled with a Q. You have Egyptian cabaret. You have American cabaret. I could just go on and on forever. And there's probably styles out there I'm not even familiar with.
And I'm definitely learning a whole lot about all of this because I know next to nothing about belly dancing other than I have a friend that does it and it's not stripping.
Right. No, it's funny because the basic belly dance outfit that most people see is the shiny glittery bra top,
Mm-hmm.
the shiny glittery skirt with the split down the side or the split down
Yeah.
both sides, and then the coin belt. And what's funny is I actually recently learned, I didn't even know this until I was doing some research on one of the belly dance groups that I follow. That's not even the true belly dance style. It was
Really?
actually picked up by an American Hollywood designer. She loved belly dance, but she didn't like the outfits because they were actually about concealment. Um,
Wow.
they were one piece dresses. Sometimes they would have the tops open, but they would have a bra top. And she started designing these outfits, and that's kind of what caught on. So now, like the classic Renaissance fair style belly dance that you see, that's kind of the new pickup, but that's actually not the traditional wear. But it picked up overseas in Egypt and India, in China, and in the Asiatic countries that focus on belly dancing, and it just kind of stuck. So it's kind of like the high heel was originally made for men, but we women are like, hey, we can wear that better, and
Yes, we
we just
can.
ran. I think there's pictures of me in like 5 foot stilettos, no joke, somewhere in my Facebook.
I'm really intrigued now. I might have to go and find that when we get done talking.
I'm sure it's under my cosplay photos somewhere.
I was actually going through some of your cosplay photos earlier, and I was looking at some of your belly dancing pictures that you've taken. And one of the things that I really like about the belly dancing pictures in particular is that when you do like the group photos, there is literally all kinds of people. They color doesn't matter, size doesn't matter. Like you're really short.
Yeah,
You are. You're itty bitty.
5 foot even for the record.
5 foot even, and you're itty bitty. And then I look at a picture of you and your husband, and he's what, 6 foot?
6 foot 3, I think. I know he's over 6 foot. I just know he's tall.
He's it's like tiny little you next to humongous him, and it's one of the cutest things I think I've ever seen. And then it's the same thing with your group of belly dancers. I saw one girl that she had him pushing 6 foot. And then there's tiny little 5 foot you, and then there are girls that are like twigs, and then there are pear shapes.
The
And
beauty.
yeah, it's like it it looks to me just from outsider looking in, just looking at that one photo that it doesn't matter what your body type is. It doesn't matter your size. It doesn't matter. You're a community. You,
And that's
yeah.
exactly right. I mean, it's so inviting, it's so diverse. And like I said earlier, you have people from all walks of life. I know, inside and out of the belly dance community, you'll have these dancers that are physically different, their style walks of life are different. I have one girl I'm friends with. She's like a huge um, upper for GE. And then
Wow.
I know several of them are attorneys. Many of them are doctors. Just these large, high-scale careers. And I think it's funny you were talking about misconceptions with belly dance. I
Mm-hmm.
think that plays into it because when we take ourselves out of the belly dance world and show, like myself being a professional insurance agent, I'm licensed through the state. I went through all these certifications and stuff like that. The normal person that looks at a belly dancer may say, "Oh, well, she's a dancer because she can't make money elsewhere."
Yeah.
But there's so many amazing women with these backgrounds of high-powered educations, high-powered careers, and then we all just kind of convene at these events, and we're best friends. We're really close. We all get along together, even though we have such diverse, outside lives. It allows us to be ourselves and be comfortable around these people, but at the same time get away from the high stresses of the career or the family or things that are going on at home.
Mm-hmm. And now I'm sure that there probably are some strippers that also ballet dance, but that doesn't mean that the entire community is a bunch of strippers. So
Believe it or not, so far I've not met a stripper belly dance, but I have met several pole dancing belly dancers. Which, funny story, before I started belly dancing back in my cosplay days, young dumb teenager me started watching videos of professional belly dancers. I'm sorry, pole dancers. One being Jimmy Butterfly, for
Are you still
example. And I'm like,
recording your interview,
I
like
can
with
do
the
yep.
that. I
microphones?
totally can do
I was
that.
gonna
And
see if
I
you
went
can do
out
this from
and
down
like an
there, but
idiot
you
bought
still
a
need
pole.
the microphone.
Yeah, I'm still
I
using it like
attempted
right
to
now.
do the pole dance and it didn't work.
Yeah.
So it yeah. But so women that are able to do that, I envy. But yeah, I know several
Yeah.
belly dancers who are also professional pole dancers on top of that, or aerialists, which is with the hoop.
Oh
I
wow.
think that's what it's hoop. And they are just amazingly talented across the board. So haven't met a stripper belly dancer yet, but I
Yet
have met aerialists and pole dancing belly dancers.
the stripper ones are probably far and few between, I would imagine, because they don't want to do that in their as part of their fun thing that they do, or yeah.
Right.
So
But hey, if you got it, girl, flaunt it.
yeah, I there's actually a belly dancing studio over in Granville, believe it or not, and it's like I thought about doing it, but I don't have time. Like
It's
10-year-olds.
funny. I was the same way. My first interaction with my first belly dance instructor was literally me and my husband. We were
Mm-hmm.
at a local shop that he frequents. He's good friends with the owner, and there was a karate studio right next door. Never really paid any attention to
Yeah.
it, but I knew that there were fitness classes in there. So there's one night. This was after I had decided, hey, I wanted to start belly dancing. Um, we were getting into the car and I could see into the studio and I seen women wearing koi belts. And I'm like, I think that's a belly dancing class. And I got back in the car and Jordan's like, I thought you wanted to do this. Why don't you go talk to them? I'm like, no, I don't want to interrupt the class. And that social
Yeah,
anxiety started to take over.
I have that too.
So, well, it's always fun.
No.
No.
No, it is not.
Tell people it is. You should totally try this.
Yeah.
But and now it's a post about social anxiety.
Kinda, sorta.
But right.
It still ties in with the belly dancing. It's a way to cope with it. Belly dancing is a way to cope.
Right.
That,
Well, it pretty much is.
that's my story.
Really
I'm sticking
is the funny thing. I was already in the car to this point. Jordan had already walked around and opened the door and talked to one of the ladies who was coming out. He's like, is the instructor still in here? And she pointed to a lady in the corner. And he literally drags me through the door, gets behind me, and basically sets me in front of her. And that's how I met Jamie, my first belly dance instructor.
I am actually not surprised that he would do that to you. Because I know the people that we hung out with in high school.
Right.
I remember the people that we hung out with when I was still doing some of the cosplay stuff too, and it's like, yeah, they, boop, they did it to, yeah, they did to me too. It's like I'm 5'5" and like 100 pounds soaking wet, and they literally would just boop.
Just pick you up and move you.
Yeah, pick me up, move me where you want me, and set me down, and I just glare. Because there's nothing I can do to stop them.
Right, it's I just have to let it happen at this point. I know I'm being moved from point A to point B, and it's beyond my control.
Just all you can do is glare at them and sigh.
Right.
Because there really isn't anything you can do. Can't even retaliate. Cause
right, it's like the picture of the cute bunny with, the raspberry on his fur. I love you.
Yeah. Like, what are you gonna do against a 6'2", 200-pound guy? It's like nothing you can do except for maybe kick his shin.
Oh, right, and that's assuming that your feet are low enough to reach something.
The curse of being short. The struggle is real.
Yes, it is. That needs to be monitored. I need that on a t-shirt now.
The struggle is real, or the curse of being short? The struggle is real.
Both. The curse of being short, the struggle is real, and then just have a short person jumping up on the back.
Yeah.
We should look at that.
Yes, let's make t-shirts. Start a club.
That works for me.
What? 2 minutes. Okay. So I actually have to wrap it up. They need the studio for the next class. So it was nice talking to you. Thank you for doing this for me.
Yeah, thank you for having me on. If you ever wanted to kind of dig into a little bit more detail, I'd be happy to do that with you.
Oh yeah. Do you have any like professional sites or anything that you want to share with my viewers for if they want to get a hold of you or find out more information about belly dancing?
So as of right now, I'm in a bit of a transition, so I don't necessarily have a website for myself or anything.
Okay.
My dancer stage name is Valerie Iris. I'm hoping to have something in the coming months or so as far as websites go.
Mm-hmm.
But my biggest recommendation is to check out your local Facebook. Look for your local belly dance communities. They're hanging out there. One is literally the Ohio Belly Dance Community. It's a group member. I'm a group member, and it's a bunch of amazing women in the tri-state area that advertise shows, advertise classes, and will help kind of point those out. As far as online training, I don't really do it, but there's some really good sites. Datura, it's D-U-R. I'm not going to try and spell it.
I'm bad at spelling too.
I'm terrible.
Yep.
But Rachel Bryce is a professional belly dancer. She set up this site for basically newbies and then stages it. And then Violet Kind, she's another professional dancer. She has a site called Fly Fusion, which is spelled how it sounds.
Okay.
And she still has options there. I know Irina, the one that I've met, she actually has a how-to cast that's on How To's website and on YouTube for beginner belly dance. That's how I started before I got into the class. But definitely Google around, see your local classes, meet the teachers. Most of them have a one class free, so you can try it and see if it's something you like. And I highly recommend taking a class at least once. See if it's something you like. If not, you can say, hey, I tried it.
Yeah.
But
Always try something.
Open the door for other dance types. If belly dance isn't it, but salsa is, there's a connection there.
Yeah. Well, thank you for doing this with me. This is Veronica Pitzer. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.